Hello everyone. So today we will see another demo in Azure in which we explore data analytics in Azure with Azure Synapse Analytics. So this is the feature. This is the feature Azure Synapse Analytics, which is provided by Azure for data analytics purposes. You can see this description right here. Is it a fully managed service to build modern data warehouse for enterprises? It brings together SQL, Spark, orchestration and JSON into a single workspace. So you can do all the things with from ingesting the data to modeling it to another form and then use that data for data analytics purpose. So let's explore the Azure Synapse Analytics in this basic demo. So the main motto of this demo is to provision a Azure Synapse Analytics workspace, and then we ingest some data into it, and we use a SQL pool and a Spark pool to analyze the data. And then because this Azure Synapse Analytics is a service which cost you some credits, so we will delete these Azure resources so that no any other charges will be left, no any other charges will incur to this service in your accounts. So let's start by provisioning the Azure Synapse Analytics workspace. So for that, just search Synapse, SYNAPSE, Azure Synapse Analytics. You can click it from here, or you can click it from here by searching in the search bar. You can see for right now there is no any workspace up and running, so we have to create a new one. So just click on Snap Workspace. You can click it from here, or you can click it from here. Just click on create. So for the creation part of the workspace, you have some subscription ready with Azure. So I have the free trial subscription ready, so I'm using the free trial, and you have to create a resource group for that. If you have already have any resource group, you can use that also, but for the safer side I am using another resource group, so that all our resources, all our services which are created comes under this resource group. So just click on create new resource group and just type a resource group name, which in this way, Synapse SG demo. It is available, and click on OK. In this we have also, and we have to also manage, you have to enter some managed resource group name. So this will be the optional, but it is best practice to add some managed resource group also. So just type the same one, SYNAPS, Synapse managed RG demo. So you can create like RG resource group. I've written wrong. There is no any error coming from this, but for the resource group I am typing RG. Then we have to provide a workspace name, so just typing the workspace name as Synapse Workspace, APSE Synapse Workspace demo, and just click on it. And for the region I am using the Southeast Asia region for right now, for my simplicity, and just for the Southeast Asia, in the region Southeast Asia we are creating this workspace. Next we have to create a data lake storage, which is the data lake storage Gen 2 for a data lake to access this workspace, in which we can see that it is a platform on which this workspace will run. So we have to create a data lake storage Gen 2. So from the subscription which we have already mentioned, in the free trial we are creating it. So we don't have any account name right now, we don't have any data lake storage Gen 2 account, so just create a new one. and name it like something like Snaps Data Lake or Data Lake, something like that. Data Lake. If you data lake is already taken, so just entering some dummy value after that so that it will be available. Yeah, so this is available. So we will creating data lake 000007 as the account name of our data lake storage gen2, and the file system name we have to create a new file system name as fs, something like this, and create him. And after that we have to go to the next setting page. Like, we have configured the basic details. Next, go to the security tab. Here you will see the authentication method through which we can log into our workspace using the both local and intra ID authentication, Microsoft intra ID. So for the intra ID there is no mandatory SQL password, so we will not provide any SQL password for that, and it will be automatically log in through the Azure portal. So, and we are not double encrypted the customer managed key, so it will be disabled. Just click on networking tab. Here we disable the manage virtual network and allow connection from all IP addresses. So these are the things which we are done, and just click on next. We don't want to add any tag, so just click on next, review and create. So it will validate whether our configurations are correct or not, and that it will validate succeed. Validate. Then after the validation succeed, we can click on create button. You can also download the template of this configuration file, but let's click on create to create our Snaps workspace. So this creation process, we can say this deployment of creating the Snaps workspace will take around 5 minutes, or according to your network speed it will take around 5 plus more minutes, more than 5 minutes you can say, to create the Synapse Analytics workspace. Or let's wait for the creation part so that this deployment gets completed, and then moving forward to explore the data analytics part in Azure Synapse Analytics. Let's wait for few minutes. You can see that there is, in the deployment detail page, you can see one storage account is created, then another storage account, then we have Snaps workspace is creating. You can see the deployments detail right here, how it is creating, and its status and operation details. Operational details is basically all the IDs, like you can open it and you can see what are the things when you are created that resource. This is the operation name creating, this is its state, whether it succeed or not, when it will be creating, in how much time duration it will create it, status, and which subscription it uses, and the resource name. So these are the operational details name and operational detail things. Let's wait to get our workspace deployed in Azure. So our workspace is created. So next thing, it deploys some storage role deployment resources, so that workspace will access this storage account. It will be created. It will take few more minutes. To this workspace, firewall rules are created. So after these things, after all the deployments details has been completed, finally our deployment is completed and our workspace is up and running. So just click on go to the resource group. You can see Snaps resource group demo. This is the resource group which we are creating, and inside it we have Snaps workspace, and a storage account of data lake gen2. So these two resources we are created inside the Snaps resource group. So just click on Snaps workspace demo and open Snap Studio in a new tab. So Azure Snap Analytics, this is the whole workspace which we are opening right now. Let's wait for a few seconds to open our Azure Synapse Analytics workspace page. So it will provide an Snap Studio like this. It will appear in few seconds. Yeah. So we are landing into our Synapse Analytics workspace, in which we can perform ingestion, explore and analyze, and then visualize our data on some Power BI capabilities also. And you can see, you can expand the menu bar from here. You can see home, data, develop. You have to integrate any pipeline, then monitor button, and then some manage buttons are also there. You can have also knowledge center and browse partners. You can see how browse partners, which are the partners of this, and knowledge center. You can, in this you have some demo, some self-based learning demos in the knowledge center. You can see. So this is the optional. You can choose cookies if you want to accept better experience. So I'm not just accepting it, just so our next part is how we are ingesting data into our ingesting data using Synapse Analytics workspace. So the first thing which we are exploring in Azure Analytics workspace is to ingest the data. So we have to choose the ingest tab from here, and then you are seeing that there is some built-in tasks already there, prepared by the Azure team. So built-in copy tasks are also there. So we are using the built-in copy tasks, and we are running the task only once. Otherwise, if we choose the schedule one, it will schedule the copy task again and again after the fixed interval of time, which we are setting right here. If we want to if we want to copy the task again and again from a data source, so it will automatically, after 24 hours, it will be fetching the data from that. So for now we are just using run once and copy the data from our data source. We will see what is our data source in later part of our video. So now, copy data tool, just select the built-in copy task and run once. Choose the run once now button, click on next. Next, on the source type, we have a different source types present here. Like we have Amazon S3, different FTP servers are there, general protocols, HTTP, ODBC, different apps, different databases, MongoDB, Cassandra, MariaDB, Google Ads. Different databases are also there, different Azure databases are also there, different cloud files like Amazon S3, FTP, HDFS. Some generic protocols are also there, NoSQL database are also there, some apps are also there, so that we can we can copy the data easily. So these all are the options for the source systems. From that we are fetching our data and copy the data to our Snap Analytics tool, ingest the data basically. So for now just choose the source type as all and click on connection. You have to create a new connection, and in the new connection pane, so you have to create a new connection. So you have to choose a new connection, and in the new connection pane, on the generic protocol, select the generic protocol and choose the HTTP through which we are ingesting our data. choose the HTTP one and name the HTTP connection as Adventure Works Products. I'm just typing it as Adventure Works products. If you want to provide any description, like you can do, this is the description of it. Product list via HTTP. Choose the auto resolve integration runtime to connect via integration runtime, and the write the base URL. In the base URL, type this URL right here. You can see that this is the demo data. For the server certification validation, click on enable, and for the authentication type, choose anonymous. So we don't have any authentication. This is the public data which we are using for the demo purpose, and just click on create. After clicking on the create button, our connection is created. Our connection is created. That was work product. Next we have to get some request method. What type of request it will get or post. So it get the data when using the get request, and you don't have to provide any additional header. If it is a post request or any additional headers to avoid the CORS error, you can add that additional here right here. So you do not have to choose the binary copy, so keep it as default and leave all the fields as default, and just click on next. So now you are on the source page of file formatting settings. You can also let's go back to the previous tab and just click on preview data if you have. There is no any features, like you can test the connection whether it is established good or not. This connection is successfully established. Just click on next. So what is the file format of this? So the file format of this in the comma separated value, so delimited text, and the comma is the delimiter. You can click on preview data as well. So this is the data which it fetches from this URL, HTTP URL. Just click on cross, you can see it here. So for the row delimiters, we are using the default one, or you can choose the line feed also, which is the break line, I guess. Yeah, this is the break line to row delimiter, and use the first row as header, because we see that the first row is the header of the data. And then we don't want to compress that, so choose none from here. Just leave it as default. We don't want to compress. Click on next. In the destination step, we have to send this data to our created storage account, which is Azure Data Lake Gen 2. So just create a new connection in it. We have to choose the destination type as Gen 2, Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. and just click on connections. You have created a connections while we are creating the workspace, so just choose that one, Synapse workspace default. And after selecting this, you will have to go to the browse folder path, go to the folder root folder name, click on OK, go to the root folder name and click on OK. Then you have to set a file name, that is products.csv, that is, this is the CSV file. You have to product.csv. For the copy behavior, just choose none if it is available, or we can, so there is nothing like none, so just leave it as default. Leave all the things, maximum concurrent, connections and block sizes as blank, it will be not required. So just set the folder path and file name in the integration runtime, which are present in the our Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2, and just click on next. Next, in the destination configuration settings, we have to choose the file format, which is delimited text, and the column delimiter as comma and the row delimiter as line feed. And we want to add the headers, add header to the file, so yeah, just tick the header. We don't want to compress the file, and we don't want to enter any maximum rows per file or file name prefix, so just leave it as default and click on next. In the settings pane, just add a task name for your copy data tool, so I'm just adding a task name like copy products, CTS copy products. If you want to add any description, you can add copy product data, products data, you can add, and leave all the features as default. We don't want to enable logging and staging, and fault tolerance we don't want, and just click on next. On the review and finish page, you can see all the things which we are configured to copy data tool. Just review once again that our task name is this, which copy the product data from an HTTP URL to our Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. We want first row as header from the source, and this is our destination configuration. The copy settings timeout is this one, and secure output or the retry interval in seconds is 30 seconds if we did not fetch from that copy that HTTP URL. Just click on next. So it will deploying and creating the data sets, creating the pipelines, and running the pipelines also. So basically it will do all the things, to copy the data from that HTTP URL to our Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. You can select the monitor page, just click on it. You can select the copy products. You can see in the monitor page copy products is there to monitor what are the things which are doing right now. So in this way, our data from a HTTP URL is ingested to the Azure Data Lake Gen 2. Now just go to the data page and select the linked tab, this one, and you can see integration dataset. Two data sets are created, source dataset and destination dataset. And in Azure Data Lake Storage, we have a Synapse Workspace demo, in which we have a fs folder in which our data is populated here. So in this way we are copy the data from a URL to Azure Data Lake storage using Synapse Analytics. Now we are using a SQL pool to analyze this data. How we are analyze the data using a SQL pool. So to do that, just right click on the product.csv file in your workspace and point it to the new SQL scripts right here and select top 100 rows. Click on it. So it will create a SQL scripts. You can collapse this also if you want to get a better view. A SQL script is generated in the pan which is similar like this, which demonstrate that select only top 100 from this, where the bulk is from data, HTTP data, course, Windows.NET, FS, this container in data lake gen 2, product.csv, which is into format CSV, and parser version is 2.2 as result. This code opens a row set from the next text file which we imported and retrieves the first 100 rows of data. Next, if in the connect to list, we have to set the built-in selected. This represents that the built-in SQL pool that was created with your workspace is being used. Next, on the toolbar, use the run button right here. Use the run button to run this SQL code, and we can see the SQL output, and you can see the results of this SQL output. Click on results. Started executing at line 1. So yeah, our execution is complete, and we can see the data right here. You can click on this to hide this properties things. So this is nothing but name of the SQL script. You can edit from here, and the first 100 rows it will default by default it will get in results, but first 5000 rows. But for now we are just interested in top 100 rows, so it will display the first top 100 rows. So one thing here we can note that the result consists of 4 columns, which are C1, C2, C3, C4, and the first item we can say it is recorded as product ID, product name, category, and list price. So this is not the right way to get queried, because it acts like a one item in the list. So we want the product ID to be displayed in the row in the headers. So we have to provide some code, we have to edit some code here. Like after that you have to enter header header row equals to true. So it will choose the first row as a header and do accordingly the result, and again rerun that. Just click on run. We can see now the C1, C2 columns are replaced by product ID, and our data is successfully displayed. Our results is successfully displayed. You can click on charts as well to see different kinds of charts of this data. You can see the chart type as line, area chart, some bar chart is also there. You can choose that. You can also use the column chart. So this is the handy features. Let's modify the query. Let's modify the query and do some operations in it. Let's change the query. Let's paste this query, in which we select the category and count as product count of a particular category, and then according to that it will based on the category it will display the result. So just go to the table view and just click on run this query. Let's see what happens. After this query runs, we will see a category column and a product count column, and based on the category how much product count it has, the result appears. So it will take few times, I guess. Retrieving query results, you can see it's processing right now. So file, this one cannot be opened because it does not exist. Okay, so this is the thing which I copied from data. So this is the code which we have to edit. This is the query which I have to edit, and just type this URL there and then rerun it, because this is the actual file which we are using. Let's delete that one and just rerun again. So now we are able to see based on the category the product count of all the categories, like the cleaners has 1, the cransets have the product count 3, the fenders have 1, foxes are 3, in this way. So you can also save the SQL query scripts by clicking on this, and for now we are changing the name as this SQL script as count product based on query. Count products, count products by category. Yes. Just click here, it will automatically saved. And you can click Ctrl S to publish the new changes. You can click on here publish all changes, and you can click Ctrl S to also to publish the changes. Close just close this pan and just select the develop page. Just choose this develop page. Go to the develop page, and here you will see count products by category, and we have our SQL script populated here. So this ensures that the script is connected to the built-in SQL pool and run it to retrieve the product counts. You can see the you can again rerun it to see the results. You can also go to the chart views and see it's working fine. You can choose the bar chart, you can choose the area chart, you can choose the column chart as well. So this is fine and handy tool. Let's go and choose the column chart and category columns as category, and the legend series columns as product count, and legend position from bottom to center. Yeah, it's correct. Leave the other fields as default. You can see these are the categories and these are the values of it in this way. So we see how we can use a SQL pool to analyze the data using SQL scripts in Snap Analytics. Let's use Spark pool to analyze the data. Just go to the manage page right here. Select the Apache Spark pool. Yeah, this is the SQL Spark pool, this is the Apache Spark pool. Just choose this one and use the new icon, or you can use new Apache Spark tool to create a new Apache Spark pool. Just name it as a Spark. Use the memory optimized version and small node size, and auto scale as enabled, and the number of nodes should be 3, and it will show the estimate cost of per hour, which is from 150 approx 150 to 490, You can see the pricing details right here, and we are disabling the dynamic allocator executor. You can do some additional setting, but for now we are just leaving it as default, and we don't want to add any tags. Just click on review and create. And after validation succeeded, just click on create button. It will take few minutes, approximately 1 to 2 minutes, to create the Apache Spark pool. Not it will create the Apache Spark pool. Yeah. After, we can see our Apache Spark pool is in the deploying state. You click on refresh it. So our Apache Spark pool is successfully deployed. So now after the deployment, you go to the data page of our, and then collapse this to get a better view, and then browse to the file system of your Snap workspace, and then right click on the our CSV file, this one. So this is the folder which created right now. So just we have to go to the FSS primary, go to the our data containers which were created. Click on the right click on the product.csv, click on new notebook, and just choose the new Spark table, or select let's select the load to data frame. Just click on it. This will create a new notebook instance created. It will create a new notebook one pan that opens, attached to the list, and it will attach to the list as well, where you can see the default code of Python Spark, where Spark will read the data of this product.csv, and it will display the data frame with limit of 10. So it will display the 10 data from that data frame, and the data frame is nothing but the data which are stored in product.csv file. So you can review the code and just select this and click on run button right here. This is the run cell command, so click on it. So it is saying that please select the Spark pool to attach before running the cell. So we have to select the Apache Spark pool which we are creating, that the Spark, and just click on run. So it will run the code and display our data right here in few seconds. It will starting the Apache Spark session, and then it will read this code and execute this code and displays the output. So right now you can see the headers are true. This line is in the comment state. So right now if this cell after the run cell, after the execution is finished, you can see the data in the format like the first row is also in the items section. So the headers will not include as a header, it will include as a data in the product.csv. So let's see what happens. It will take some time to start your session, Apache Spark session. That's why for the first time it will take some time. Just wait for a few minutes. You can see the time, how much time it will run, how much time will it take to start the Apache Spark session. And after the Apache Spark session is running and up and running, then this code will execute. So let's for few more minutes because it is taking some time due to my network connectivity, I guess. So let's see. So our Apache Spark session is up and running. This is in the ready state. So now our code is running in the notebook. You can edit the name from here. This is the notebook one, or you can rename it as per your requirement. So job execution in progress, Spark 2 executor 8 cores. You can also view the monitoring and open Spark UI. Just enable it. You can see job 0. Reload it to the native method. It succeeded. You can see all the job executions right here. And after the job is finished, you can see our tables in this format. So right now our product ID, product name, category and the list price are in the items sections, but we want to it as a headers. So for that you have to just uncomment this line and again rerun this cell. So now you can see our product ID, product name, category, list price are in the, so our data in the right format. So after that just you can show the charts as well based on that. So let's try another code. Let's try another cell, add another cell and write some code in it. So to create a cell, just click on code and you will able to get a new cell to write some code in it. I'm writing some code to count the data frames on the basis of its category and display the counts. So it will create another data frame, df counts by df category, by group by the df category, and then count it according to that. So just click on run it. You will be able to see the category and count column in it. You can see also it's in the chart view as well. You can set the bar chart, scatter chart or any column chart, and if you apply then it will be reappearing in this way. So this is the features of Azure Analytics, Azure Synapse Analytics. In this is the way in which we can use Spark Pool to analyze our data based on our requirement. So in this demo, this is the whole demo which I want to show for the basic part of Azure Synapse Analytics. So thank you. But one thing I want to add, you just want to discard this, stop this session and discard the changes, and don't forget to go to the Azure portal and don't forget to delete this resource group. Otherwise these three resources will cost you a lot if you leave all these things up and running. So it's a good practice, whenever you do any demo, you just delete all the things. You just delete the resource group which is associated with that, so it will delete all the things inside it. So this is the small demo on Azure Synapse Analytics basics. So hope you guys liked it, and thank you.